Hey, welcome back. I'm James Johnson. I've been a wealth advisor since 2003. My expertise lies in retirement and estate planning. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is some disbeliefs about how you should pay for your mortgage, whether you should pay your mortgage off, etc. And what I always tell people is, look, people lie, mathematics doesn't. So I'm going to give you a really wild demonstration here right now, and let's see how you do with this, and then I'm going to forward you on to go over here and look at some other videos that will actually show you the mathematics. So listen very closely. You should pay for your house as fast as you possibly can. You should just always have your largest possible mortgage right up until the day you die. So I'll say it again. You should pay for your house as fast as you possibly can. You should just always have the largest possible mortgage right up to the day you die. Now, I know that's a contradiction in terms, so I'm going to prove it to you, all right? This is a house, and this house is worth $500,000. And this house has a $500,000 mortgage on it. So if I was to look this house up on my balance sheet, I would find it on the asset side of my balance sheet. Now, the mortgage would be on the liability side, but the house would be on the asset side of my balance sheet. So my question for you is, will this house appreciate or depreciate any faster if I was to pay it off? In other words, will it go up in value or down in value any faster if I was to just simply pay off the mortgage? And the answer is absolutely not. And so if the house will not appreciate or depreciate any faster if I pay it off, then the rate of return on equity is zero. And if the rate of return on equity is zero, then what's happening to the equity, the cash which I put in this house, is it's actually losing money. And it's losing money on two fronts. The first front it's losing money is it's losing money on inflation. The value of that dollar is becoming worth less and less and less every single day. The second place it's losing money is it's losing money on opportunity cost. If I had that money, I could take that money and I can invest it somewhere else. So once again, I have a $500,000 house with a $500,000 mortgage on it. Now over here, in this place, for lack of better words, I have $500,000 in my bank account. Okay? So now I would never keep $500,000 in a bank, but for the sake of argument, I do. So I have a $500,000 house with a $500,000 mortgage on it. I have $500,000 in my bank account. And currently, the value of these two assets is $1 million. Now, if you're sitting there thinking it's only $500,000, then you're thinking the net worth. And the reality is, I'm asking you what the value of my assets are, not my net worth. So I have $1 million in assets. So my first question for you is this house paid for? And everybody's going to say no, it has a mortgage on it. Well, that is true, it has a mortgage on it, but watch this. I'm simply going to take the money, I'm going to move it out of this account, and I'm going to pay off the house. So I will say again, you should pay for your house as fast as you possibly can. You should just always have the largest possible mortgage right up until the day you die. So if I have a $500,000 house with a $500,000 mortgage on it and $500,000 in my bank account, I have $1 million in assets. If I was to take $100,000, and my house is paid for anytime I want, I simply move it from this pocket to that pocket. So if I was to take $100,000 of this money right here and pay it towards this mortgage, the value of this house now would be $500,000. If I was to pay it off, the value of this house would be $500,000. Yet my assets would only be $500,000. So my question for you is, why would you take $1 million in assets and turn them into $500,000? And there's only one logical answer to that. And the only logical answer to that is, I don't want to have a house payment. Because you see, once I put the money in the house, it's no longer liquid, it's no longer safe, and it no longer has a rate of return. So I think the most important thing to close this video with is to understand that the bottom line is you finance everything you buy. Either you finance it or a bank does. And if you put your money in it, you lose the safety, liquidity, and control of that money. And in addition to that, it loses based on inflation and the opportunity cost that you could have had. Now, if you just go to this video that's right up here at the top of this, you can further your education on this on the mathematics. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to live like you're going to die tomorrow and plan like you're going to live forever, because you just might. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Keep smiling and make it a great day.